Claudia Maria Schiffer, born August 25, 1970, is a German model, actress, fashion designer, and executive producer, based in the United Kingdom. She rose to fame in the early 1990s as one of the world's most successful models, cementing her supermodel status. In her early career, she was compared to Brigitte Bardot. She has appeared on more than 1,000 magazine covers and holds the record for the model with the most magazine covers, listed in the Guinness Book of World Records. In 2002, Forbes estimated her net worth to be around $55 million. Early life. Claudia Maria Schiffer was born in Rheinberg, a small town 15 kilometers, 9.3 miles, northwest of Duisburg, on August 25, 1970 to Gudrun and Heinz Schiffer, 2007, a lawyer. She has two brothers, Stefan and Andreas, and one sister, and Carolyn, born 1975. Schiffer is fluent in 3 languages: German, English and French. Career. Modeling. Schiffer originally aspired to become a lawyer and used to work in her father's law firm. In October 1987, at age 17, she was spotted in a nightclub in Dusseldorf by Michel Levatin, the head of Metropolitan Model Agency, and was signed to the agency as a model. After leaving high school, Schiffer flew to Paris for a trial photo shoot, and subsequently appeared on the cover of Elle. In the early 1990s, she starred in campaigns for Guess? Co-founder Paul Marciano said in E! Forbes' top 15 supermodel beauties who made bank, Guess? Name became really much more known around the world because of Claudia. After several other magazine appearances including the cover of British Vogue, shot by Herb Ritts, Schiffer was selected by Karl Lagerfeld to become the new face of Chanel. In May 1997, Schiffer was featured on the cover and in the pictorial of Playboy. Schiffer appeared on the November 1999 Millennium cover of Vogue as one of the modern muses. Named one of the most beautiful women in the world, her ability to appeal to a global audience assured an internationally successful career spanning over 25 years. Other magazines Schiffer has appeared on the covers of include Vanity Fair, Rolling Stone, People, Harper's Bazaar, Elle, Cosmopolitan and Time. Schiffer has walked in fashion shows for numerous fashion houses, including Versace, Karl Lagerfeld, Chloe, Yves Saint Laurent, Christian Dior, Fendi, Michael Kors, Dolce & Gabbana, Ralph Lauren, Balmain, Louis Vuitton, Chanel and Valentino. She has appeared in advertising campaigns for Chanel, Versace, Balmain, Giorgio Armani, Karl Lagerfeld, Dom Perignon, Alberta Ferretti, Bulgari, Chloe, Escada, Blumarine, Dolce & Gabbana, Fendi, Max Mara, Louis Vuitton, Michael Kors, Oscar de la Renta, Ralph Lauren, Emporio Armani, Liz Claiborne, Prada, Yves Saint Laurent, Marc Jacobs, Guess, Salvatore Ferragamo, Neiman Marcus, Gap, Dillard's, Saks Fifth Avenue, L'Oreal, Revlon, Intergas and Pepsi. As well as endorsing luxury brands, Schiffer has appeared as the face of high street retailers including Mango and Accessorize, and had her ears pierced for the first time specially for the 2006 Autumn/Winter Accessorize campaign. From her appearances in a 1998 Citron advertisement she allegedly earned £3 million. Schiffer still holds a contract with L'Oreal and is one of their longest-standing ambassadors. Schiffer was a judge on Fashion Fringe in 2011. In 2012, she posed for Guess? Again, marking the brand's 30th anniversary. Designing. Schiffer launched her eponymous cashmere collection during Paris Fashion Week in March 2011. The Autumn-Winter 2011 season saw her fashion design debut and was followed by a Spring-Summer 2012 collection. Acting and media. Schiffer made her film debut in the children's movie Richie Rich, 1994, as the title character's personal fitness trainer. She then starred opposite Dennis Hopper and Matthew Modine in The Blackout, 1997. She then went on to appear in Friends and Lovers, Black and White, both 1999, In Pursuit, Life Without Dick, both 2001, and Love Actually, 2003, in a semi-cameo role. Films in which Schiffer has made cameo appearances include Ben Stiller's Zoolander, 2001. Schiffer has appeared on several talk shows such as The Oprah Winfrey Show, Larry King Live, Late Show with David Letterman, Late Night with Conan O'Brien, The Jonathan Ross Show, and sitcoms Dharma and Greg and Arrested Development. She made a cameo appearance in the music video for Bon Jovi's Say It Isn't So, in 2000, and appeared in the music video for Comic Relief's 2001 charity single, Westlife's Uptown Girl. Charity work. Schiffer began her involvement with UNICEF by becoming a member of the Arts and Entertainment Support Committee, and is currently a UK Goodwill Ambassador for the organization. Schiffer was also a spokesman for Make Poverty History, and appeared in their Click campaign. In July 2005, she appeared as a presenter at both the Berlin and Edinburgh Live 8 concerts. Other work. Schiffer has released 4 exercise videos, entitled Claudia Schiffer's Perfectly Fit, which reached the bestseller list. Schiffer has hosted the French Fashion Awards and the World Music Awards in Monaco. Along with fellow models Kristy Turlington, Naomi Campbell, and Elle Macpherson, Schiffer was joint owner of a chain of restaurants called the Fashion Café in 1995. Schiffer helped present and carry the trophy with Paley during the opening ceremonies at the 2006 World Cup. She also presented Prince William with a polo trophy in 2002. Personal life. In 1993, at a Berlin celebrity gala, Schiffer met magician David Copperfield when he brought her on stage to participate in a mind-reading act and in his flying illusion, and they became engaged in January 1994. During this engagement, Schiffer sometimes appeared on stage with Copperfield to act as his special guest assistant in illusions including being levitated, guillotined, and sawn in half. She also appeared alongside Copperfield in David Copperfield, 15 Years of Magic, a 1994 documentary in which she played the role of a reporter interviewing him, and at the end of which they reprised their performance of the flying illusion. In September 1999, they announced they had ended their relationship. Citing work schedules. In 1997, Copperfield and Schiffer both sued Paris Match after the magazine claimed their relationship was a sham, that Schiffer was paid for pretending to be Copperfield's fiancée and didn't even like him. In 1999, Schiffer won an undisclosed sum and a retraction from Paris Match when a French court ruled that the magazine's story was false. Copperfield's publicist confirmed that while Schiffer had a contract to appear in the audience at Copperfield's show in Berlin where they met, she was not under contract to be his consort. Following her breakup with Copperfield, Schiffer had a short relationship with art dealer and Green Shield stamps heir Tim Jeffries until 2000. On May 25, 2002, she married film director Matthew Vaughn in Suffolk, England. Schiffer and Vaughn have 3 children, son Casper Matthew, born January 30, 2003, and daughters Clementine Poppy, born November 11, 2004, and Cosima Violet, born May 14, 2010. In 2002, an Italian kitchen porter was arrested after making 9 visits to Schiffer's £5 million Coldham Hall mansion near Berry Street, Edmonds, Suffolk, attempting to see her. Charges against him were dropped, however, as he was sectioned under the Mental Health Act. He believed that the Pope had told him to marry Schiffer. In 2004, a Canadian man was accused of harassing Schiffer, also at her mansion in Suffolk. He also repeatedly left letters at her home. In 2006, Schiffer and her husband were twice spoken to by police officers from the local Suffolk force after a number of incidents involving their 2 dogs, an Irish wolfhound and a German shepherd, and local people using the public footpath across the grounds of their Coldham Hall home. These included severely mauling a Jack Russell being walked on the footpath, chasing deer on the estate, intimidating people using the footpath, and biting one of the local postmen. 15 things you didn't know about Claudia Schiffer. 1. She's fluent in 3 languages, English, German, and French. 2. She was discovered in October 1987, aged 17, at a nightclub in Dusseldorf. 3. In her 29-year-long career, Schiffer has appeared on over 1,000 magazine covers, Bazaar included. 4. She once opened a chain of restaurants called Fashion Café with fellow supermodels Kristy Turlington, Naomi Campbell, and Elle Macpherson in 1995. 5. Before she went into modeling, she originally wanted to be a lawyer. 6. She had problems with stalkers. Being one of the most famous models in the world has some negative points. Although Claudia Schiffer tries to live away from the spotlight, she had problems with stalkers in the past. In 2004, a Canadian man was deported after stalking the model, and the police found out he was staying illegally in England. The model refuses to talk about the case with the press. Prior to this, in 2002, a man was arrested for stalking her and said that the Pope told him to marry the model. 7. She lives in a mansion in England. Claudia Schiffer could choose any city in the world to settle down, but she decided to buy a mansion in Suffolk, England, and live away from the spotlight. The place was built in the 16th century and is a lavish property that sits on 530 acres. She lives there with her husband and their 3 children. The model was initially afraid to live in the big house because she used to hear weird noises during the night, so she invited a medium to check if there were any ghosts. We had a medium go around, and she told us that actually, all the ghosts in the house are lovely, she said. No one needs to be scared. 8. She has a net worth of $60 million. Claudia Schiffer was one of the highest paid models in the world during the 90s, and she knows how to manage her money. The German top model has a fortune evaluated at $60 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Her career slowed down in the 2000s, but she never talks about retirement, and fans can occasionally still see her on magazine covers or in advertising campaigns. 9. She dated David Copperfield. If you didn't grow up in the 90s, you probably had no idea that Claudia Schiffer dated the stage magician David Copperfield. They were together for 6 years and got engaged, but they broke up in 1999. The couple often got all the attention when they stepped on the red carpet, but they tried to keep their personal lives away from the spotlight. The magician found love with another model, the French model Chloe Gosselin, and Claudia Schiffer married Matthew Vaughn in 2002. 10. She didn't have her ears pierced. Claudia Schiffer has been part of the fashion industry since the late 80s, so many people would be surprised that she didn't pierce her ears until 2006, when she was approximately 35 years old. The first time she appeared wearing real earrings was for an accessorized campaign, and it seems it was not an issue for her, since she never commented about it. Most of the time when she appears in public, she wears just small earrings, and hardly ever anything that draws too much attention. 11. She appeared in a few movies. The world could not get enough of Claudia Schiffer during the 90s, and she was invited to play small roles in some movies. Her debut was in 1992, in a TV movie called Inferno, which also featured other models, such as Kate Moss and Tyra Banks. A few years later, she appeared in Richie Rich as an aerobic instructor. In 2000, she starred in Pursuit, not a success, and the last time fans saw her on the big screen was a cameo in Love Actually. 12. She had a restaurant chain. Claudia Schiffer is also an entrepreneur, and she knows her image is an important asset when it comes to selling products. Back in the 90s, she teamed up with supermodels Naomi Campbell and Elle Macpherson and opened a restaurant chain called Fashion Cafe. However, their image was not enough to make the endeavor successful. According to The Independent, they had problems with low capital and closed in 1998. The model never invested in a food business again. 13. She has been on over 1,000 magazine covers. Claudia Schiffer was omnipresent during the 90s. She was the face of high-profile brands like Chanel, and also on the cover of many magazines. According to her biography, in the last 3 decades, Schiffer has been on over 1,000 covers, and she is still, occasionally, a cover model. She was the favorite model for Vogue magazine, on 60 covers of the publication so far, most of them during the 90s. The last time fans saw her on the cover was last year when she posed naked, covering herself with a bag and some shoes. 14. She can speak 3 languages. It is a stereotype that models only care about their appearance and aren't very smart. Claudia Schiffer is living proof that those rumors are wrong. The model can speak 3 languages fluently: German, her mother language, English, and French. Just a quick search online will bring up interviews with the model in the 3 different languages, and she is always confident in all 3 and doesn't seem to struggle at any moment. 15. Claudia Schiffer wanted to be a lawyer. It is no secret that Claudia Schiffer was discovered while she was in a club in Dusseldorf, and since then, she took over the world and became one of the most famous top models of all time. However, it was not her plan A when she thought about the future. In many interviews, the German beauty says that she wanted to be a lawyer, just like her father. It seems that life does not always go as we plan, but in Claudia Schiffer's case, it was even better. 8.